Jefferson County Court at law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in cause number M333990, case of style state of Texas versus Facundo Oviedo. Mr. Oviedo, does he speak English?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Rojas speaks Spanish and English. Mr. Rojas, would you please raise your right hand? You swear to interpret Spanish to English and English to Spanish, so help you God?
I do.
You may put your hand down. Mr. Rojas, you're representing Mr. Oviedo
I am here.
and ask Mr. Oviedo how is he doing?
Yeah. Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Say bien? Okay. Now, Mr. Rojas, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge. Thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Rojas, what is your announcement in Mr. Oviedo's case?
Judge, we're asking for another announcement document. I think Mr. Oviedo may qualify for the pretrial diversion program.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna reset it.
Yes.
Give, put it in August.
August 9th.
Okay, this case will be reset to August 9th, 2023. Give, Mr. Oviedo, your case is reset to August 9th, 2023. Your attorney is gonna get you reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Ross.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready, Judge. Ready, Judge.
Okay.
Long time.
Oh,
Paperwork.
yeah. Where, okay.
Everything there, Judge.
Ordered in session of clause number M333416, case of style of state of Texas versus Dustin Tyler Hasty. Mr. Hasty, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hasty, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Hasty, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hasty, you may put your hand down. Mr. Hasty, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, sir.
That's good. Now, Mr. Hasty, you're representing your case by your attorney, Chief Radford. Attorney Radford, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Judge, and you well?
Mr. Radford, do you waive a record in Mr. Hasty's case?
Yes, sir, we do.
Mr. Hasty, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that on or about June 21st of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed to Class A misdemeanor offense part of,
We're abandoning the enhancement allegation, so we're proceeding on the DWI first, Class B.
okay. Now, Mr. Hasty, the information charges you with driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. However, the state is abandoning the allegation that your blood alcohol was a 0.15 or more. Therefore, this case is being reduced from a Class A misdemeanor to a Class B misdemeanor. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that just basically means the punishment range is less.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in fact, the punishment range for a Class B DWI is a minimum of 72 hours to a maximum of 180 days. In the county jail, a fine from $0 to $2,000, or you can be given both such fine and confinement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Also, now this information, I'll reread it, states that you, Dustin Tyler Hasty, on or about June 21st, 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed to Class B. Well, this says Class A, but it's going to be reduced to a Class B misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated. Mr. Hasty, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to discharge, how do you plead? Guilty? Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who else to plead? I have before me. Okay, Mr. Hasty, I have before me a couple of documents. The first document that I have before me is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. Mr. Hasty, do you recognize this document?
Yes.
On page 2 of this, let me see, let me do this similar like this here. State. I'm just writing on here that the state is abandoning the enhancement paragraph.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. I just put that in our initiative. Okay, so on page 2 of this document that's titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment, there are a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked guilty. Mr. Hasty, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes.
On page 3 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
On the next document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. Okay, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes.
You have that discovery certification.
There you go.
I also have a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Mr. Hasty, do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Hasty, before you signed all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hasty, are you a citizen of the United States? State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, would you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Who would, you know?
No objections. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Rafford, you have advised and counseled Mr. Hasty. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial? Mr. Hasty, your attorney, Mr. Rafford, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation? Mr. Hasty, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, you know.
And what is that agreement?
In exchange for plea of guilty or no contest, the state agreed to recommend 180 days probated for 1 year, $1,000 fine and court costs, 80 hours community-based service, and standard terms and conditions for all DWI probation.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Hasty. The state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not be required to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you'll be placed on probation for a period of 1 year. During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $1,000 plus court costs of $407. You'll also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month, a urinalysis fee of $15 each month, and a reimbursement fee of $15. You'll also be required to pay Jefferson County DW education class an initial evaluation fee of $125. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Now, your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay while you're on probation, is $211 each month. Will you be able to pay the $211 each month?
Judge, if I may, he's on probation out of Orange County now, and I think we're gonna try, he lives in Jefferson County now. So,
Yeah, the probation
Yeah.
office will work that out.
yeah, I mean, because he just, I don't think he has to pay two supervisory fees.
If they're in different counties, he would, but if they in the
Courtesy
same county,
supervision, Same county,
Yeah.
that's one, that's it.
will they, so it'll be separate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so your probation officer will inform you as to how much you'll be paying each month. But what I've calculated is about $211. You say you can pay that. So if they reduce it, if they want, increase it in anything, if anything happens, it'll be reduced. Okay? Now, you will also be required to perform 80 hours of community service. You'll be required to attend and complete a DWI education class. You'll also be required to have a drug and alcohol assessment, and you'll be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of your probation. Now, Mr. Hasty, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hasty, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Hasty, this will conclude your case. You're going to stand in front of our court clerk to my immediate right. Going to follow her directions. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. And Attorney Warath, you'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Right here.